Hi everyone, I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney based here in Washington, D.C. Our clients are all over the United States and we help them only with immigration. We actually don't do anything outside of immigration. We can represent you or someone you know that may not be in our area, that might be in some other part of the country or even outside of the country. We only work with U.S. immigration. And we can certainly help with humanitarian options like VAWA, U visas, T visas. We can help with green cards, family and employment based, and also temporary visas like H-1Bs and used Ts. I mentioned that already with humanitarian cases, but student visas as well. Okay, give us a call if we can help you with your immigration application. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Today, I want to talk about green cards. Okay, so all about green cards. If you have green card related questions, please put them into the chat. And of course, if you have non-green card related questions, that's okay too. Go ahead and put this into the chat. What I'm going to give you here is just some general information and some questions that come up from people scheduled consultations with us, some others that have come up, emailed us and whatnot. So we have a number of different questions that hopefully you guys will find helpful. And if you want to talk more about your specific case, best way to do that is to set up a consultation. We're available now if you want to give us a call to schedule that. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Our consultations are conducted by Zoom, by phone, or in person. So that's Zoom, phone, in person. Our in-person consultations are completed in Washington, D.C., but really, frankly, everybody, most clients, I should say, choose Zoom or phone, and we can do a completely effective and productive consultation with you either by Zoom or phone. If you're not in the area, if you want to come and visit us, I'm always happy to see our clients or people that might need some immigration assistance. Please do so. 703-348-1663 to schedule. You can also go online on our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration, or on our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com. All right. It's wonderful to see you guys here, and usually you guys are so active about questions. So please feel free to put your questions in. If you want to say hello, tell me where you're watching from. I always love that, to see where everyone is watching. If you're joining for the first time, especially, I look forward to hopefully giving you some answers or providing some general information that might be helpful to you in understanding immigration a little bit. Okay, perfect. So today I want to start off with, can I sponsor myself for a green card, right? So that's, can I sponsor myself for a green card? Well, for humanitarian cases, right, you may be able to self-petition for like a VAWA, for example, and a green card. So that's you essentially using your status as a spouse of a U.S. citizen or a green card holder. Remember, others are also eligible for VAWA. Like if you have a U.S. citizen child, you might be able to self-petition yourself to do that VAWA, so humanitarian options. Also, other visa types that are based on your experience that you do without a sponsor is a U visa or a T visa, victims of crime, T visa, victim of trafficking. So you can do both of those that lead to a green card. So that also doesn't require an employer sponsor. It also doesn't require a family sponsor, right? But if you're looking at family-based green cards, only permanent residents and U.S. citizens can sponsor either. Permanent residents can sponsor their spouses or their unmarried children, and U.S. citizens can sponsor parents, siblings, spouses, and all children, married or unmarried. So those are the people that can do family-based sponsorship. So you absolutely do need someone if you're doing family-based, if you want a green card based on family-based sponsorship. Okay. Another option is employment-based options. So some folks will qualify to self-sponsor an employment-based green card. So the most common types that I'll go over today our number one and EB1 petition. It's for people of extraordinary ability, right? So that's a green card sponsorship. It's very highly scrutinized, so you want to have very strong evidence for that. And then number two is EB2, EB2 category, excuse me, where you file a national interest waiver. So you're filing a waiver to waive that whole perm process. So you do not need an employer to sponsor you for that either. So there are some humanitarian options, a green card that can be self-sponsored. There's also employment options that can have some self-sponsorship for a green card. So I hope that helps you guys. If you're interested in VAWA, we talk about that a lot. Feel free to reach out to us. You can call us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name, again, is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney based here in Washington, D.C. My clients are all over the United States. The first step to work with us is to schedule a consultation with us. And to do that, you should give us a call, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Eric, thank you for following us. Again, a reminder to you guys, if you want to be part of this conversation, again, follow us and like us on our social media. We're on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube currently. You can go to our Facebook page to schedule a consultation. You can call the office to schedule a consultation, or you can check out our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com, and you can schedule from there as well. Okay? If you have friends or family that might be interested in immigration, that might want to join us for this conversation, please share this with them so they can come on next time and ask their questions so they can learn about U.S. immigration as well. All right. Another question is, does having a criminal record disqualify you for a green card, right? So does having a criminal record disqualify you from getting a green card? So some criminal convictions can disqualify you. So they make you either inadmissible or they can make you removable if you're on a temporary visa, or if you're applying for an immigration benefit. Inadmissibility factors might get triggered and it could lead to removal. So if you have a criminal conviction and you want to apply for an immigration benefit, and even a criminal charge, I would certainly talk to an attorney to help with that, to figure out what you qualify for, because you don't want to inadvertently apply and then get stuck in removal proceedings. So it can be scary. So give us a call if we can help, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name, again, is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I am here in Washington, D.C. Our clients are all over the country, even outside of the country. And we help with only immigration. So pretty much everything under immigration, but only immigration. So if you have questions about humanitarian cases, if you want to talk about your green card, or you want to talk about your employment-based cases, I would love to chat with you about that. Reach out to me, 703-348-1663. You can also schedule a consultation on our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration is the handle. You can go to our website, agarwalimmigration.com. Consultations are always with me. And what we do is we review your case. We talk about the process for any benefit that you might be eligible for. We talk about all the fees involved, including our fees and the government fees, and the timeline, so what to expect from start to finish, and answer any other questions you might have. If there are potential issues with your case, for example, you have a criminal charge, you have a criminal history, right? We can talk about waivers. If there's misrepresentation or fraud to the government, we can talk about waivers for that if you're eligible for that. There are a few things that we will discuss. So give us a call. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. If you can't get to the phone, go to our Facebook page, Agarwal Immigration. There's a link right there. You can see my availability. You can get on my calendar. And you can also go to our website, agarwalimmigration.com, where you will see my calendar and you can schedule right now if you can't get to the phone, if that's a little bit easier for you. Okay. Michael is saying, how long does your firm take to prepare a T visa case? The time does vary a little bit. We do submit a report, which is required, so we want proof of that. We also, it depends on the client and what information they have in their documents, so that can take a little bit of time, but usually our firm is very, very efficient. What we do is we do an initial intake, we do a declaration call, we research it, and we submit a report to the proper agency, and we use that report, proof of that report, to as part of our application. If we can get the applicant involved in some rehabilitation services, for example, so that is going to be something like TVAP, which is Temporary Victims Assistance Program, or Trafficking Victims Assistance Program, excuse me. We try to do that as well, so we can use that as proof. Okay, Michael, if you want to give us a call, I'd love to chat with you about your case. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. How long does a green card take after marriage, right? How long does a green card take after marriage? We've been married for almost 3 years. I'm seeing, actually, these are two different comments. How long does a green card take after marriage? So if you're here in the United States and you're applying for a green card based on your spouse, that can be much faster. So that can take about a year to a year and a half max. Sometimes it's faster than that. We've seen them come like in a few months, which is really exciting. Remember, if you're here in the United States and you're applying for a marriage-based green card, you can also apply for and receive work authorization that allows you to work while you're waiting for that green card to be issued. You can also get travel authorization to leave and come back while that application is pending. So you have a lot of benefits. In fact, many benefits that green card holders will have. So you have that while that application is pending. So you will get that usually around 7 months from the time that we apply. The green card can take a little bit of time, but you're with your spouse. You have these benefits to be able to work, have a social security number, travel in and out of the country. So that is helpful if you're in the country and applying for a marriage-based green card. All right, give us a call if we can help you, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm a lawyer here in Washington, D.C., and I only work with immigration cases. So if you have questions, if we can help you, please reach out to us. You get started with us through a consultation, and that can be scheduled by phone, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. They're usually for 30 minutes. We can conduct them by Zoom, by phone, or in person. The most common way is Zoom, and it's very effective. If you like to come in person, we're in Washington, D.C. We'd love to see you in person as well. Schedule an appointment, and you can get on my calendar ASAP, and we will get started on that immigration journey of yours, which sometimes I know you've waited a long time to make that happen, but we are here for you, and we're ready to help if that is something that you would like to work together on. All right. Tess says, hi, I got a question. Will a deportable person go to immigration jail even if he pleads guilty for something as small as a violation, or it has to be a felony and up? So that depends a little bit, because some of these crimes are state law, and some of these agencies, these police departments, will report it to ICE, and ICE will determine if you're deportable. So in terms of jail, immigration jail, and I'm guessing you mean an immigration detention center, you can bond out of that, right? So if you are can show that you're not a flight risk, then you can pay a bond, and you can certainly remain outside of the detention center. So that's something that you've got to think about. Not all people go to the detention center. Okay, so it's not hard and fast rule. All right, I hope that helps. Danilo says, hi, I applied to remove my conditions 10 months ago with my wife, but I discovered my wife is having an affair. I can't stay in the situation anymore. Is it hard? What can I do? Danilo, that is a great question. I'm really glad you asked. One, I'm sorry to hear that about your spouse, but you can apply for your 10-year green card and remove conditions without your wife, right? So if you already have an application pending, we can amend that application with one of the bases that are necessary to be able to apply for that 10-year green card on your own. So if there was extreme cruelty in the marriage, you can do it based on that. If you get divorced, you can do it based on that. What we will need to do is prove that you entered into the marriage intending to stay with this person, right? And it didn't work out. So the intention, one thing we would have to prove, and that you qualify for that benefit. So give us a call if we can help you. It's definitely possible. Don't lose hope. We're here to help. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. You can also schedule a consultation if you can't get to the phone right now. I know many of you guys are at work, so go to our Facebook page, Agarwal Immigration, or go to our website, agarwalimmigration.com, and you can schedule a consultation from both of those pages, websites, and I would love to see you to talk more about your immigration concerns and situations. All right. Siobhan says, hi, attorney. If I have a misdemeanor charge, can I still qualify for VAWA? Number one, we have to see what the charge is, but most likely, and depending on when it occurred, right? So for VAWA, you need 3 years of good moral character. If the crime, if the misdemeanor charge was related to some abuse that you were facing, we can argue that as well. But it really depends on what the crime is and when it occurred. Just a misdemeanor alone is not something that would disqualify you from VAWA. So we want to make sure we understand the crime, analyze it, and help. So we are filing VAWA right now, Siobhan. We are filing VAWA right now for folks with a past criminal history. They've been successful. So don't dissuade yourself or don't be discouraged, because it really just depends on what the crime is and when it occurred. And we can definitely help you with that process. Okay, reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney helping clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. All right. Tess says, how can someone outside the country do a second biometrics for VAWA, maybe after 2 to 3 years, ? If you're outside of the country, we can schedule biometrics for you at the U.S. Embassy or consulate abroad. So there is a process for that. Don't worry, it's still possible. And you might still qualify for VAWA if you're outside of the country. So if you had abuse in your marriage in the U.S., if you lived with your spouse is a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, you might still be eligible for VAWA even though you're outside of the country. Okay, I hope we can help with that. Reach us 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. We help clients with VAWA and other cases. They're located all throughout the country, and we love working on these types of cases. So if we can help you, call us 703-348-1663. You can also schedule a consultation on our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration, or on our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com. Okay. Thank you for all of the questions. I'm going to try to get through a lot of them. All right. Okay. Let's see. Raj says, can you please explain INA 245K? Will the USCIS look into work violations only after the last entry? USCIS does not look into work violations before prior entries, but only from the last inspected entry. That's a great question. INA, I mean, you want to talk a little bit about, there are issues with prior work violations, right? INA 245K forgives about 6 months, so 180 days of being out of status or having unlawful presence, sort of, in the U.S., right? So that helps you with your employment-based green cards. It is a little bit complicated when you're looking in the aggregate at previous violations. So technically, yes, adjustment of status is focused on time from your last entry. So it could only apply to that, but you do want to look at previous violations because there may be a fraud or misrepresentation issue with how you came in the last time or any kind of extension you applied for if you didn't disclose previous violations. All right, give us a call if we can help you, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. We help clients really all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. All right. Chev says, I will schedule a consultation. Great, Chev. I look forward to meeting you. If you call now, and I know we have some availability, a few spots left for this week, so I'd love to chat with you if possible. Test, I think you're giving a little bit of legal advice. We actually don't know what his situation is. So Raj, if you want to chat more about it, I'd be happy to help you, right? You can't have 180-day plus of unlawful stay. Of course, you can't have more than 180 days of unlawful presence. That triggers a 3-year bar. But being out of status and having unlawful presence are two different things. Being out of status is a violation of your current status. So you have to look at all of these things in the aggregate. So if you would like some legal advice, you know, feel free to reach out to us and we can help with that, okay? All right. I made a mistake on my birth year on my adjustment of status application. What should I do? You can correct it, right? So you have up until the interview to correct that. So when you go to the interview, you can let them know this was an error. You can also send a letter explaining that you realize this was an error and you're now correcting it. So that's an option. Don't worry, people have typos, they have mistakes, and you have up until the interview to correct it. So, you know, make sure you do that. Okay. And don't worry, it happens a lot. These forms are really complicated, super hard to understand. So give us a call if we can help you. Okay. 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney, and we help clients all over the United States with their immigration applications. Great, Raj. Okay, perfect. Give us a call and we can walk you through, we can talk about your specific case. I don't want to be on here talking about private, confidential information about your specific case. And it's also hard, you know, it's easier when we can ask questions and get some answers on your immigration history. All right. I appreciate you being on here. Join me if you guys have friends or family that you want to share this with that might be interested in immigration, that might want to hear about immigration and learn about immigration from an immigration attorney. Share this with them. I always love folks joining this conversation and contributing and asking questions, because we're here to provide you information. Immigration is complicated, guys. It's not easy. And sometimes you don't even know that you're eligible for status. So just heads up, I want you to feel informed, or at least get your feet wet or your toes a little wet in terms of immigration and learning just sort of how the government might think about things, different options that might be available to you as well. All right. Akujia Abdul says, hi, how are you? Thanks for joining, Abdul. Okay. Quick question. If you are a LPR and then you get married to a U.S. citizen, does the time frame change? Time frame for what? If you're a green card holder and you marry a U.S. citizen, you can apply for citizenship after 3 years, most likely. Okay? I think that's what you mean. Perfect. My IR1 visa application went to administration through the U.S. Embassy at Santo Domingo. How long? If it went through administrative processing, that there's no actual time frame for that. So I would say make sure you email the embassy or call them every month to get an update on it. Okay. Have you heard of U visa stamping at the Indian Consulate, or do they do U visa in India? We have some U derivatives in India right now, and they will have to get stamped before they come in. So if you're outside the country, there is a process, but usually our U visa applicants are inside the country. You guys remember, U visas are for victims of crime. So they're in the country, they cooperate with authorities in the country. So if you're outside the country, it really impacts the argument for your case. But their derivatives are often outside of the country, like children of U visa applicants. All right, I'm trying to scroll through your questions. I see so many, and I love that you guys are joining. All right, I don't think I have, oh, here, Nazim says, when can I expect my work permit after filing VAWA? So when can I expect my work permit after filing VAWA? There's two answers to that. So if you file for VAWA and a green card at the same time, we are seeing it's taking about 6 to 7 months to receive work authorization and a social security number. If you filed for a VAWA alone, you have to have VAWA approved before you see work authorization through that VAWA petition. So that is taking about 1.5 years, sometimes even 2 years. So if you're eligible for VAWA and a green card, I highly recommend that you apply for both, because you will see that work permit far sooner. And currently, USCIS has waived adjustment of status application fee. So it's free to file VAWA and adjustment of status if you are eligible. Okay, call us if we can help you. 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. We help clients all throughout the United States with various types of immigration applications. All right, I see hello guys. I tried my best to get through the questions. I'm on here frequently, so please follow us, like us, and share this post with others if you think that they might be interested in immigration. Reminder to call us to schedule a consultation to talk about your specific case, and you can do that at 703-348-1663. You can also go on our Facebook page or on our website and schedule from there as well. All right, I look forward to seeing many of you and meeting you for a consultation. Thanks to all of you that have started following us just from today's live. I love it. And I will see you all very soon. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day, guys. Bye.